So here we go with this whole Kyle Rittenhouse thing all over again. And I'm going to go ahead and just jump right on into this and not waste any time. How in the world is this a racist thing? How is this a racist thing? How is it that Kyle Rittenhouse killed 2 white people and shot another white person? How did this turn into some white supremacy that the news started saying about him? How did this turn into a white racist thing? Because, you know, right now, tonight in Chicago, some kids died by getting shot, you know. So if Kyle Rittenhouse is a white kid who shot some white people and you label it as white supremacy and show something wrong with our system, what about the people that died tonight in Chicago? Which 90% chance it was black people killing other black people. So does that mean that there's black supremacy? Oh, that can't happen though, right? Does that mean that there's black supremacy? Can somebody please answer my question? If black people are killing other black people, why isn't that labeled black supremacy? Huh? The most unsolved crimes happen a lot in Chicago. Black on black crime. Who seem like they have the supremacy here? And I'm not defending nothing like that at all. But what I am saying, how far off, I'm serious, y'all. How far off can some of you guys' mind be that you can watch this video? And this is what gets me. You get hit with evidence. Boom. The camera don't lie. He went there to start trouble. Boom. Got the video showing in the beginning while Kyle Rittenhouse was there. Well, he went there and shot up a whole bunch of people, Black Lives Matter marchers. Boom, showing him being the one being chased by the assailants, huh? He went there to do X, Y, and Z, and this is Black Lives Matter, blah, 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 and this is a racist, but then the dude that he shot said the N-word like twice, but nobody had nothing to say about that. You see what I'm saying? Dude, where are we at? Well, I know where I am. I'm in my right mind. For those that think that this is like a racist type deal, something is wrong. So this is what they do. When you start to hit people with evidence and facts, like the camera doesn't lie, the camera's unbiased. Now you got to try to throw something in there to sidetrack people, like saying dumb stuff like, oh, he did not cry one white tear. Or, oh, why was he over there anyway? It doesn't even matter why he was over there anyway. Who cares if he was just going over there to chill? Who cares if he was just going over there to be somebody that was just viewing what was going on? What does that have to do with the fact that the boy got chased and was defending himself? You see what I'm saying? It's like once y'all get hit with all these facts and you know you're getting boom, y'all try to come up with something. We pop, knock that down. You try to say, well, what about this? Boom, we show you video of the dude chasing him and try to take his gun. Oh, we show you videos of him getting hit with his head with a skateboard and dude try to grab the gun and he gets shot. We show you video of the dude getting ready to shoot him execution scout and he got shot. Well, still, him being 17 years old, he shouldn't have been. Y'all, you lost that argument right there. Quit trying to just come up with a bunch of nonsense phrases like white tears and I mean, pretty soon y'all gonna say he was doing his white jog, like he was doing a white man's jog with the gun. I mean, it's just like, what? Wait a minute, look, quit trying to distract from what we're talking about right here. It's simple. Did the boy go there with the intentions of murdering people? No. Well, if he didn't, why did he bring a gun there? You mean like why the one dude that got his bicep blown off? Why did he bring a gun? Oh, you mean like the one person that saw in the parking lot how he just shot in the air? When Kyle Rittenhouse was being chased, why'd he bring a gun? Oh, but nobody's saying nothing else about the rest of the people that was with Kyle Rittenhouse that had guns there as well. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's just absolutely ridiculous, some of the arguments that people are coming up with. Now, look, here's the thing. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. I'm looking at things from a righteous standpoint. I'm looking at things from an unbiased standpoint. I'm looking at the things the way that Jesus told us to say, you shall know them by their fruit. I don't care what you say all day long. All I know is that if that tree is an orange tree and it's producing oranges, and they got oranges that's falling off the tree, and when you taste it, it tastes like an orange. It is an orange. There is no way you're going to try to convince me that it is a grapefruit tree, that is a lime tree, and that is a lemon tree. Lemon, grapefruits, and limes all are sour/bitter. But if it's sweet and tastes like an orange, it is orange. If it looks like an orange, it is an orange. Period. If it's an apple tree, you're not going to convince me that it's a plum tree, but this is what y'all do. Well, it's an apple tree, but look at the roots. See, the roots went all down the street and like, look what the roots did. It busted up the concrete. Now it's messing with the foundation of the house. What type of apple tree busts up the foundation of a house, huh? What was the apple tree doing planted there in that yard? Dude, how we get from sitting there trying to deliberate whether or not this is the apple tree to y'all focusing on the darn roots that's messing up the foundation of the house? That's not what the discussion is about. This whole argument of why Kyle was there is ridiculous. His dad lives there. His grandma lived there. His uncle lived there. His cousins lived there. And he worked over there. Why is he there? That doesn't make sense. That's like just like where I lived in St. Louis. People cross over to go over to East St. Louis, which is considered to be East St. Louis, but it's actually Illinois. So who cares if there was a party over or something that was over in Illinois, right there on the border of the river right there, and people crossed over to go over there. What is that? What is that supposed to mean? He should have been at home, but he wasn't. Those other people should have been at home, but they weren't. So how is this? People get mad because they said the police officer made a statement and said if they weren't out there, D.L. Hughley said this. Yeah, I'm saying something about D.L. Hughley. I don't hate the dude or nothing like that because he blasted me a while ago. So I'm just saying I'm not blasting him. I'm not going to call him names. I don't do stuff like that. I'm not going to call him ignorant, stupid, or dumb or nothing like that. But in this case, I completely disagree with him. D.L. Hughley said the police officer, in a sense, was showing bias, whatever, because when Kyle got arrested, he treated him like, presumed innocent. That's what you're supposed to be. You are presumed innocent to proven guilty, right? So he said the police officer said, well, if the people weren't down there doing what they did, this never would have happened. He just thought that was completely wrong, right? So, but then when people say, they got mad about that. The officer said if these people were here, if they were not here, then they would probably not have gotten shot and killed, or these things wouldn't have happened. They get mad at the police officer making that statement. Then yet you can turn around and say, well, Kyle Rittenhouse shouldn't have been there. What was he even doing there? See what I'm saying? It's like y'all trying to find some reason. This is not about race in this case right here, but what they want to look at is just say, well, how is it that he was able to go down here with a gun and do X, Y, and Z and nothing happened to him? But look what happened to the black folks. They would have snatched the black person up in a little bit. But what just happened a while ago with that black boy shooting at the school and then got out and then they had a party for him? Huh? Nobody's talking about that, are they? Nobody is talking about that. This has nothing to do with no white supremacy or anything like that. You don't even have to, you can show this to some people in another country and just have them watch it. Don't even tell them about it. Don't even try to tell them what your feelings and thoughts was on it. Just say, we want you guys to watch this video and tell us what they think. They would look at that and say that it was self-defense, plain and simple. Another attempt that y'all don't understand what's going on. This is another attempt to try to take away that Second Amendment about guns. They're trying to take away our rights to bear arms. That's what they are trying to do. You are in the United States with rights that you don't even understand. Second Amendment gives you a right to bear arms and protect yourself. And that's to protect yourself from anybody who's trying to cause harm to you. The prosecutor said the dumbest stuff in the world, a fist fight. Why'd you bring a gun to a fist fight? If somebody is trying to hurt me, I'm going to do whatever I can to disable them. If you try to hurt me and I have no weapons, trust me, I'm going to look for one. If I don't have one and we scrapping, yeah, I'm going to punch you and fight and all that. But I'm telling you what, I'm biting. I'm going to try to stick my thumbs through your eyeballs. I'm going to bite your throat and try to rip your jugular vein out. I'm going to bite your trachea, whatever. I don't care. If you happen to have me in, I do not care. I'm biting. I'm ripping tissue off. So then if next thing you know, if I end up, we both go to jail and they say, oh man, this guy's missing half his face and one of his eyes is pushed back and the dude nose is missing, his bottom lip is missing. Well, Ty, why'd you have to bring your teeth to a fist fight? It does not matter what I brought to a fist fight. If you are trying to harm me, I'm going to do whatever I do to disable you by any means necessary, period. Plain and simple. It's really easy, man. But again, it's such a hypocritical thing because here they are acting like they're trying to stand up for the black people, but nobody is saying nothing about what's going on with the black people right now. Right now, black people are being killed by black people right now. Ain't no black people saying that. Joy Reid is not saying that about the black folks getting killed in Chicago. D.L. Hughley is not saying that about the black folks getting killed in Chicago. A lot of these so-called black activists, I don't care, Newsom Hawk, Black Lives Matter, they're not saying anything about the black people that's getting killed right now. Are you speaking out against the thugs and the gangsters and all them that's actually killing other blacks right now? Are you speaking out against the kids who don't have fathers in the home, who just are just going down a road of destruction right now, who just looking for some trouble right now in Chi-Town? Y'all not talking about them, no. But something like this, y'all want to put y'all folks in there. If anything, if I was a kid that was on the streets like I was before, and I see that all y'all are talking about is, ooh, look what these, but if it was some black people, this going to be the talk for the next odd some years because y'all not really trying to do anything about it. They are not trying to really do anything about what's going on in the black community, because if they did, they wouldn't be focusing on doing nothing more but talking about race this, race that. If it was black person, this what would happen. Oh, if it was us black people, you know what happened to us? Oh man, look what's going on in the news. If it was us black people, while black people are steady being killed right now by black people, while you arguing over what would have happened to a black person? What about what's supposed to happen to black people right now that's killing each other? What about the black single moms right now who are terrified and scared every day that their kids go to school or go out to a party or go to a basketball game that their child may not make it back? What about the mothers who got to sit there and go through this crazy thought process if they don't want to hold their kid too tight? Like my son is 16, 17 years old right now. I raised him this far. I got him this far and I'm like living in a little bit of fear. I don't want to hold him to him too tight so he don't end up running away from me. I got to give him a little bit of freedom, but I'm scared to death to let him go anywhere because he might run into somebody that might have some beef with one of his boys and he mess around and get himself shot and killed because he's with his boys. These are the type of things that single moms go through in their head. These are the type of things that they deal with. But nobody's talking about that at all because we want to focus on whether this Kyle Rittenhouse thing is just showing proof that the system is against black people. But right now, there is no one talking about the systemic killing of black on black right now. What about that? That's systemic right there. You want to call something systemic? That is systemic right there. It's a system of black people killing other black people. But then we don't want to talk about that, though. We never want to address the real issue that's harming our communities. And until you want to do that, I don't care what you can talk all day long about Kyle Rittenhouse this, white supremacy this. Oh, look about the white boy that did over here. Look about what while black folks are just steady slaughtering each other. Huge numbers. Baltimore, Maryland, Chicago. I mean, my gosh, these big cities like that, Philly, up in New York, man, over in Portland. I mean, these people in these LA, my God, black folks are killing people, killing other black people left and right like nobody's business, but nobody is talking about that. Where are the news stations that want to address that issue right there? Where are the news stations that want to shed light on that right there? But oh, no, because black folks can't do no wrong now. You know, they don't know no better. Don't y'all know that's an insult to make it seem like black people don't know any better? We don't know any better. So that killing each other is what we do. So they don't know no better. But the ones that do get out now, they trying to be white. Or they just tap dancing for the white man. Or they're just a Porsche Negro. That's what you are. You just that. Now, you do anything different than what they expect you to do, then something's wrong with you. Oh, you just trying to take up for the... Come on, these lame excuses, they get so old. Look. If you want to throw out names, House Negro, tap dancing for the white man, I don't know, Porch Monkey, all these different names, Uncle Tom's and all stuff like that. Look, for real, you're going to waste your time doing it to somebody like me. I mean, maybe a kid, you know, that maybe from the age of, 2 to 15, maybe if you throw shots at them like that, you might get what you want out of them by hurting their feelings. So they go, oh man, I can't believe you said that. Come on now, that stuff is old. Come with some real facts, come with some real statistics, come with some real data to support why you were even saying the names that you're saying about me. Like for you to actually get that hatred drew up in you or that anger that drew up in you to want to just blast and throw shots at me, ask yourself why. You won't ask yourself why. You want to know why? Because then you actually have to seek the truth as to why you are thinking or getting ready to say the things you're saying to me. Oh, that's because you are, but why? Because you, okay, why? You oh, look at you. You just up there just trying to be the tooting horn for them white folks. Okay, what makes you say that? Show me how. You can't do it because you know what happened? It will lead you to have to go and figure out what it is to make you hate me so much or any other black person that's off this mental plantation that they expect a lot of us to be on, right? And then when you go and do that, you're going to end up finding out the truth. And when you do find out the truth, guess what the Bible says? You shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. But some of y'all don't want to be free because that means you're going to have to come to the knowledge of the truth. And then you're going to have to go around and preach this same exact gospel that I'm preaching myself right now, which is black folks can do anything they want to do in America. Black folks have rights. Black folks have opportunities. Black folks have all kind of different things that they can do in this country called the United States of America. But if you keep on getting fed this nonsense of critical race theory or this nonsense of white supremacy and systemic racism, or we just always downtrodden, or we just always have it bad, we got to work 5 times as hard. It's just so hard for us. It's just so hard. That right there does not motivate no one to want to do anything. All those things I just named up, do you feel like that would motivate you to want to go and do something better? Hey man, it's going to be twice as hard, man. Them white folks ain't going to let you get out here. Man, if you do make a mistake, they're going to end up, they waiting for you to make a mistake so they can kick you out of that program. Or they wait for you to make a mistake so they can find something against you. Oh man, don't get caught walking with a group of white girls because they're going to accuse you of this. Oh man, don't get caught driving while black, man. Does that seem like that motivates you to want to go and do anything? Can somebody please answer me that? Can somebody please Answer me that. But you know what happens? I've talked to so many different, thank God for the lately what's been happening with me talking to a bunch of different celebrities who are black, who's staying out of the limelight. They have email, they have sent messages. Some celebrities, y'all won't even, man, y'all have no idea the amount of real, I'm talking real black celebrities. Some of y'all wouldn't even, it would blow y'all minds. Some of the ones that are actually in support of the channel and what I'm doing, things like that. I promise I wouldn't say their names like that, trying to keep that little nice rapport with them. But the fact that they're just like, you on the right track. But guess what? What's sad is that collectively, these different folks, from celebrities to public figures, you know what they told me? It's going to be really, 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 really easy for you to continue to do what you do, but it's going to be hard. So they say don't focus, which I'm not. They know it. I'm not focused on trying to save a black community, anything like that. I'm just focused on revealing the truth. And once people come to that truth and they see all the things they can do, the success, and they get those blinders off their eyes, the sky is the limit. But it is really sad that a lot of those celebrities pretty much say, once you jump over to this side, in other words, like once you escape the mental plantation and you're actually away from that, and if you want to go back and try to save some don't want to be saved. The ones that don't want to be saved, all they can talk about is how bad it is up north. I'm talking mentally speaking, folks, metaphorically speaking. The ones that used to being on the plantation, they will sit there and try to discourage you from moving on. They will discourage you from trying to get out. They will get mad at you if you even actually try to step out and do anything different than what they was, because they like being safe. They like massa feeding them. They like working for massa and all that, not getting anywhere. They're doing all this long work, but as long as massa is feeding them, giving them a house, giving them incentives, then they're going to stay there with massa. But the minute you say, you know what, I don't want to work for massa. I don't want to. I want to go be free. I want to go start my own thing. Yeah, it might be hard. It might take a little bit of hard work for me to get it going, but once I get it going, at least it's mine. At least I'm free. At least I'm eating off my own land. At least I'm building with my own hands. At least I'm bringing in revenue from the business and opportunities and entrepreneurship that I started. At least I'm doing that. Can you look at the benefit? You are free and doing your own thing, but then if you get caught being in this stale state mindset of just always wanting to stay here, then of course it's easy for you to throw shots at folks that's black and successful and getting out of that plantation mindset. It's easy to do that, but it doesn't matter, because you know what? I'm not coming there to these plantations, mentally speaking, to save you per se. I'm coming to save the ones who had the same vision, the same dreams, who know that they do not belong on that plantation. They know that their mind is beyond it. They know how smart they are. They have visions. They have these thought processes they think about every day. They dwell on it every day of being free from the mental plantation. But at the same time, what they battle with is a lot of the rhetoric that the black slave mentality has put on them. That if you think about it, even talk about wanting to get away from it, you are going to be dealing with complete hell from the black community of you trying to do anything different than what everybody else is doing. That's why my quote, I say, do not place your limits on me based off of what you are incapable of achieving. If you are incapable of achieving, escaping the mental slave plantation, then don't limit that. Don't put those limits on me, because I have the ability to get beyond what you got beyond. But because you didn't want to go and do it, because you didn't want to test, because you were scared to take that step out there and do it, you're trying to come up with all kind of crazy scenarios to discourage me from doing it, to keep me there with you. Because if I happen to leave where you are, then you're going to be lonely. Yes, lonely is what I said. And that's why a lot of people get upset when you actually leave the mental plantation, because it's out of the norm. And sometimes they get mad at their own selves because they know that they couldn't do it. So now if you doing it, it makes them look bad, and you can't be better than them now. And that's why they get mad. Ooh, so you think you better than us? See what I'm saying? Oh my God, I can go on like this forever, folks. Yeah, this stuff just really gets me, because there are a lot of young black children out there who aspire to do great things, but they are being limited by folks who lie to them and make it seem like that they've been over there, they crossed over, and there ain't no success there. There ain't no getting ahead. You got to watch out. You got to, guys. Oh my God. You really think I go around scared? And it's sad, because a lot of black folks are the very reason why some black folks are staying there, because you know that your heart is not in it. You know that you are there race pimping a lot of black people. You are race pimping a lot of black people. You want to keep them there while you actually going higher. Jesse Jackson, millionaire. Al Sharpton, millionaire. I don't know, some of these NAACP big figures, millionaires. So they're millionaires, but then they saying, oh, we tired of being this. We're tired of being downstrung. We tired of this. We want justice. We want you steady getting rich. While the ones you so-called speaking justice for, they're still down there in the dumps. It's the equivalence of like some of the black churches that I see as well, where the pastor is balling. Got 3 houses and cars and all kind of stuff, and up there talking about the tithing and the giving and all. So how is it the pastor is super wealthy and rich, but then everybody in the church is suffering? Even there should not be, if you are wealthy and rich like that within the church, there should not be one person in your church that's suffering when you got millions of dollars. Same thing within the black community. If there is anybody in the black community that is successful, that know the way and paved the way, there should be no reason why any black person should try to stop any other black person who tries to go there and pull them away from that slave mentality, away from relying on massa to give you the food, give you the homes, give you the incentives, give you the phones, give you the food stamps and all that, to break away from that to go be free. But if they can keep you in that mentality, this thing gonna be passed on down for generation, generation, generation. You're gonna be teaching your kids how to live off of incentivized lifestyle. That's what you're gonna do. But then yet you will complain that nobody can get ahead because you're gonna be basing this off of the stories that these old school, man, black folk can't get ahead now. You're black, and then from that evolved to, hey man, you can't get out there, cuz that's why we gotta hustle, man. We gotta do what we gotta do. Stay in the game, cuz, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out there and make that cheddar. You know, we gotta, because you can't go and get no job, man. Who gonna go out there and get a job? These white folks ain't gonna want to hire you because you black. You already got that strike against you, cuz. And then, you know what I'm saying? You get a job and you work for that car. They gonna sit there and want to profile you, discouraging them. But in reality, not saying that those type of things don't happen, but in reality, it doesn't happen like that on a daily basis. No, it does not. Do not fall for that trick right there. Boy, I'm telling you, yeah. Folks, united together, we'll never be defeated. Plain and simple. I don't speak for black people. I don't speak for white people. I'm just speaking on behalf of my Father above and his kingdom. If you are a part of that kingdom, I'm talking to you. If you want to be a part of that kingdom, then keep on continuing to watch and listen. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel because YouTube has desubscribed or unsubscribed, whatever you want to call it, a lot of you guys. I got unsubscribed from Brandon Tatum channel. I got unsubscribed from ABL. They unsubscribed me from channels that I'm subscribed to. So do me a favor. Make sure you check to make sure that they did not unsubscribe you from my channel. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so they can be circulated. Don't forget to actually share the video, all right? I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.
United, we'll never be defeated.